Hello, I am King Mac, and I'd like to thank you all for watching this feature presentation on YouTube. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries and a nice soft drink. Thank you for watching, and now here is our feature presentation of TTBurger game reviews on YouTube.
Hello my friends, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to TTBurger Game Reviews, episode 185 here, and we're continuing my G Please series review, episode 185, part 2 of 2, the final part of my G Please franchise, as we're continuing Flying Games Month here once again. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to FreeGreen HD and SubZeroMNX for King Mac. Keep up the good work, guys, they're awesome, and Razor1812, who's a fan of G Please as well, so keep up the good work as well, buddy. We have a lot to talk about here for the final part of my G Please franchise review here. But before we can even get started, fresh and hot off the TTBurger grill is a TTBurger recap to show you all what you missed as I took a look at G Please for the PlayStation and PC. Looked at the PlayStation version, gave it an 8 out of 10 because of some problems I had with the camera and like the lighting being very dark and stuff like that, and it was hard to like and see, and I got a couple other things there too. But overall, this was a fun game, and definitely should be worth checking out if you like flying games, especially if you want to fly a futuristic DASA Kamov gunship chopper. This is the way to go for sure. Now we're going to zoom to the year 1999, August 31st of 1999, when I was in 5th grade, and we got the final game in the G Please franchise, which was exclusively for the PlayStation, not for PC. We have G Please Weapons of Justice for the PlayStation, released on August 31st, 1999. So let's get started here. Now I will say G Please Weapons of Justice is a good game, definitely. Just as much fun as the original G Please. It is shorter and some problems remain there from its predecessor, but still it's a fun game overall. It basically, like, if you want some more G Please action, this is the way to go for sure. The story here of G Please talks about how the corporation war is over, and Jack Slater is now a veteran pilot for G Please, but the gang activity still lies dormant, and battles between G Please and Nanosoft are weakening the G Please, and many are dying once again. It's up to Slater and the G Please to end this madness once and for all, and bring peace back to the world and stuff, definitely. I like the story. While it's not as deep as the original G Please's story, I still liked it. It was still deep enough to be considered a story. That's what I gotta say there. For the presentation of G Please Weapons of Justice, we have good graphics, on par with the original G Please graphics. They still hold up really well to this day. The Kamov DASA Kamov gunship model looks the best, once again, along with other objects in each level. The frame rate is smooth once again, and definitely shows that like the PlayStation was capable of handling very smooth frame rates here. The CG cutscenes look fantastic once again, and you've seen the weapon effects and everything also look fantastic as well. Only problem, once again, the lighting is still dark because it mostly takes place at night. It's hard to see where you're going at times. Sometimes the lighting can be worse than it was in the original G Please, and sometimes you have to pause to look at the map just to see where you're going because it's hard to start to see where you're going, where it can get you lost. But overall, though, the graphics are great for the most part. The sound of G Please Weapons of Justice is great sound once again. Not much to say except for the voice acting is top notch and the music is awesome, though the music is very similar to the music in the first game. That's fine with me because, you know, it's music in the game with a series there, definitely. That's all I can say about the sound. Now, the gameplay. Aside from the problems I have with this game, the gameplay is still a lot of fun. You once again fly in the DASA Kamov gunship, going on missions and complete objectives and more. The missions are straightforward on what to do. You destroy targets and bases and more, along with defending wingmen, scanning vehicles, and doing whatever you could to complete each mission and just progress the story and more. You have a big variety once again and adds replay value. The difficulty this time feels a little more balanced here, so those of you who were frustrated with the first game, the difficulty feels balanced here once again. No more cheap deaths, from all turrets and stuff, it feels balanced there. It was a problem I had last time, but they fixed it here. The controls have changed a little bit, but it can be good or bad depending on who you are. I did not have a problem with it because like the controls were still easy enough to pick up and play, but that was just the thing I had there. And you know, with like of course like with the camera system too, you got the camera roll once again there and stuff. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying there. It's a fun game, but now we gotta talk about the negatives. The waypoint on your radar is inconsistent, forcing you to pause the game to look at the map because the waypoint like points you in the direction you're supposed to be in. It can get you lost, and you're not clear on what to do next. Will cause you to restart the level because you think there's a glitch in the game or so like that, just because you're frustrated. Sometimes it's not clear what you're supposed to do after clearing an objective in certain missions, and you spend time flying around like a dumbass figuring out what to do next, only to realize that like without realizing you was right there from the start. Some of the missions can be very linear and are over way too quickly. The lighting, like I mentioned, the lighting once again is still dark, and the camera options like third-person view, while a little better, it doesn't feel as like weighted or so, the clunky of the camera. It's still not the best. Just stick with the original first-person cockpit view. But still a fun game overall. Final thoughts: if you like G-Police, Weapons of Justin will not disappoint you at all. It's a fun game and a worthy sequel of the G-Police franchise and the last game of the G-Police franchise, because there was no more G-Police games after this. I'll be giving this an 8 out of 10 because of the problems I had with it, but still, this game should not be overlooked at all. When it comes to G-Police, I recommend both these games. They're both worthy of 8 out of 10s, so I'm just saying there, like this game only came on one disc, it was a little shorter, but they're still fun to be had here. And this game here is definitely really awesome as well, so pick them both up, they're worth owning. And that's it for episode 185 of my game reviews here, rating the G-Police franchise here. We have one more week left of Flying Games month, and then we move into the month of August, and what will happen next, don't know, you'll have to find out. And we're getting closer to episode 200, so be on the lookout for that as well. There's still plenty of Flying Game action coming up, so stay tuned for that. If you like what you see here, subscribe, like the video, comment down below, join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, and join my Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, and my Facebook page, TTBurger88. And also, every Saturday, a new episode of TTBurger Burgers and Fries Game Talk with a Shake airs every Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. And the episodes will be live soon once I figure out the problems, how to streaming live and stuff, so stay tuned for that. Those are all coming. Which all I gotta say, episode 186 will be up soon for Flying Games Month, and look out for that, part 1 of whatever. Not to find out, which all I gotta say is Tony, peace now, have a great day, see you all in episode 186.